something's wrong when I see these images down there at the border. Something's wrong with this picture. And it really should be sobering for all Americans when we see something like this going on, because to me, this is tantamount to an invading army. These people are not residents, legal residents. They're not citizens of our country, yet they are demanding such and just staging there at the border. To me, it's a beacon for the world, and the world is seeing these images. And anybody could do this. Any third world country could send its people to our border and just wait for them to be let in. And so where I'm going with this can put and does put, in the end, tremendous pressure on the rank and file of the Border Patrol agents who are serving to protect our southern flank.
You know, realistically, it puts pressure on every American, not just the rank and file. I saw the images yesterday. I saw some of the video, and it's truly infuriating to see some of the things that are being said. These people, I can truly believe that their asylum cases are pretty much false. They came through Mexico, and they've been in Mexico for several weeks. And where has the issue been there? They haven't had any problems the whole time they've been in Mexico. To be climbing the fence that divides us, to be waving flags of their country, to have people already there staged with bullhorns, chanting songs, chanting sayings. I mean, that just proves this was just staged. I mean, to me, it looks staged. I do not believe any of these people truly need asylum. If they did, they received asylum from Mexico, they could stay there. And honestly, the reality is, when I first saw it, I was saddened to see some of the people on our side that are allowing it. And then it infuriated me to see what they're doing to our laws. They're making a mock of our laws. They're laughing at our country. It's sickening. It's sickening and it's upsetting. And I do not understand how it doesn't matter either side of the aisle, whether you're on the right or you're on the left. It should infuriate you, because the reality is it is an invasion. That's exactly what it is.
An invading army. No, but your point is very important, and that is, if these folks were truly seeking asylum, as soon as they set foot in Mexico, they should have claimed asylum. They should have said, okay, you know, we're out of our country. We're going to try and seek some sort of asylum here in Mexico. It's the neighboring country. But that wasn't what transpired here. And unfortunately, the Mexican government looked the other way. So these people could travel approximately 1,600 miles from south to north to eventually get to our border. And Art, one more thing. You know, if you look at the route that this, quote, caravan took, you know, is it through the interior of Mexico? They basically hit the Arizona border, Nogales, and then they made a left turn, a sharp left turn to go to TJ, you know, down to Tijuana, right? Well, there's a reason for that. It's not just because Tijuana is a big city. Mexicali is just as big as Tijuana, right, but it's because California, of course, has become a beacon for all kinds of people who may or may not be legal and want to come into this country.
Realistically, it's become a magnet. That's what it's become. It's become a magnet for these illegal immigrants to enter the country. And where the dangerous part of this is, these individuals that are seeking asylum, they'll go through the asylum process. They will not be registered to go see a judge for several years from now. In the meantime, they will be released in the United States. There's no way for us to truly see what types of crimes they've committed in their country. So you may be releasing some individuals, like they've said, that are just trying to make a better life for themselves, but you're also releasing a lot of gang members, and you're releasing individuals that may be really, really, truly wanting to harm our country and harm Americans. And that's the reality that we're seeing right now.
They're gaming our system. And really, Art, this is a residue of the Obama administration, of 8 years of Obama and his team essentially looking the other way and allowing people just to walk up to our Border Patrol agents and say the magic word, asylum or persecution. And then they're not arrested per se, they're detained and they're processed and then, yes, eventually put before a judge, but we know that the vast majority are released on their own reconnaissance and then they don't return for the second hearing, and so they weave themselves into our society. And this becomes a systemic problem, and these people know that this is the process, that once they get through the court system, that they can infuse themselves into our society and just kind of basically get lost. But when I hear something that's being tossed out there right now, and that is that at San Ysidro, they're at capacity right now for processing asylum cases. To me, Art, this signals that the government or someone in this process is already factoring them in, that eventually they will be allowed in on their terms.